It's gonna be much easier game for Viking than what they had in game number 1.
Yeah, a little more straightforward for them. Well, save. Wind Ranger with Blightstone up on that top lane of the DM Magnus. Big kid down here with the PA and the Witch Doctor for Ilias. Gonna be against the Viking dual lane of Toby and Aramis, the Slardar and the Shadow Shaman. Looks like Celery's down here as well, just to safeguard some of these bounty runes. And of course, Viper against the Ember Spirit mid, as GPK takes on Boom. And Shad, the final one up at top on that Faceless Void, gets himself a sentry down to block the large camp early on. Try and stop any of the nonsense up there.
Look at my boy Shadow Shaman. He's the frog himself. Like, this could imply something.
Well, because he's got the big green sticky tongue and the frog face.
Yeah. Like maybe Aramis is the ice frog.
He knows what's coming up next.
Shadow Shaman will get some buffs.
So damn dead, I'd shoot you again.
Does a little patch dance. Gets himself ready for tomorrow.
Shadow Shaman was so unusable before that we had to give him like 20 extra starting damage just to feel better.
Yeah, 78. Oh, jeez. He's got actually 80 max damage, the 73 to 80 spread.
Snatched from your grasp.
Well, let's start their lane off very simply. Epic Kid just drags the wave back into his range creep, trying to get that deny on it early on. And up top, we see DM shockwaving early on to get his own range creep. And this Wind Ranger with Blightstone. Faceless Void, the one thing he really hates to play against is that little tickles of damage over time. Wind Ranger, very good at doing that.
Yeah, especially with the Blightstone, just lower is the armor. But back to the bottom lane, Witch Doctor scaling Voodoo Restoration level 1. Once again, the secure Phantom Assassin's lane.
Giving Toby the punches. Man, Boom. We've already seen him drop to like 100 HP. He's spamming out tangos as best he can. This lane for GPK seems super simple. Just right click and spam spells onto Boom. Break through that Flame Guard if you can. And he's got the magic damage to do it. Running out of mana though for GPK. As down bottom, there's pressure on Ilias and Toby. And first blood is mid lane. Yeah, the Fairy Fire's there. One more hit. GPK gets it. Takes down the Ember Spirit.
With the poison.
Like, because he brought that extra 2 mangoes, it allowed him to play this aggressively.
What does Ember do now? Because, I wanted the Necro, and it feels like a similar thing here, where Viper is just dominating this lane. And Ember Spirits against Necro, they used to kind of play between tier 2 and tier 3 to cut the wave.
Yeah, this is something that the Viper really does well, just completely dominates the lane, and Verse Pro is heavily focusing on that. So Ember Spirit probably needs the jungle. If Viper pushes out the lane, then he can show up on mid, otherwise it's gonna be really tough, especially now with the bottle pickup from GPK.
Yeah, Boom. Oh dear. The hits just keep on coming. And then down towards bottom, it looks like Viking have cleared out that big wave that arrived on their tower. There's another one here. Ilias not doing any pulling or stacking or anything, just continuing to play under the Dire tier 1, trying to keep the pressure on Toby and Aramis. Oh, this large camp now, right? Yeah, Ilias going to try and drag it back. Well, actually, Epi Kid plays forward, making sure that Shadow Shaman doesn't get any free contest on it, while DM dropping there. Celery with a cookie.
That kill, like that's a core Magnus. And position 5 Celery gets the kill, gets level 3. Now they can start playing more aggressively.
Shackles on bottom. Toby's there with the bashes and the crush, and they've got the Ether Shock. Ilias down. Well, that leaves Epi Kid all alone here. It's a Phantom Strike back to his creep wave.
Aramis also had 10 magic stick charges. He uses it straight away just to replenish mana, because all his spells are pretty costly. Like, this Shackles effect is so good. This is probably one of the best ones in the game.
Yeah, and it's level 2. He's maxing it out for now. A play forward with a Maledict and the Cask. Ilias. Oh, there's Shackles there. Look at that. The long, sticky tongue of Aramis catching him out. Toby's still getting dived a bit there, but he pops a fairy fire and he'll be fine.
Now that
Good
I'm
damage from VP.
thinking
Or
about
mid lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think that's not a frog. That's a chameleon, right?
Yeah, very true.
That makes sense.
And it could be a frog as well. I think there's some frogs with those sticky tongues. What's the... Does it have a name? Lash of the Lizardkin.
So lizard, yeah. Kind of implies that it's a chameleon, right?
Yeah. Get that sticky tongue to catch some flies.
Dire's
Ember
middle
Spirit.
tower is under
Just
attack.
hiding in the
can't
trees.
show.
Look at him. He can't do anything.
Dire's structures
Might
are
show and just TP out. Like, this is it. Because GPK has a haste rune, just needs 1 CS to get level 6.
Oh, boom. Jukes him around the trees. Down bottom lane, though, Aramis do find the kill on Ilias there and trying to deny himself to neutrals, but that dagger from Epi Kid secures the deal. The bounty runes all spawning up. Save in onto the Grandma top lane. Cookie to the high ground. Celery's out of there, while Boom dies to GPK mid lane. Everywhere there's action as the bounty runes spawn and are being grabbed up.
And he steals the bounty rune
Dire are
from
scanning.
them. This one's tough. I said that they have Ember Spirit who can play aggressive, create chaos. It's gonna be a rough game for Ember considering the start that he's having. And now Wind Ranger even coming, so he TP's in, 1-1-1 build on Wind Ranger, the Shackle. Could just get a kill. I don't think Ember wants to come back to this lane. So this should be a
can't
freebie
even TP.
tower. Yeah, he can't TP.
Blightstone Wind Ranger hammering into the tower. New creep wave coming in to save the catapult as well. GPK just takes out that creep wave. So an easy tier 1. That's going to open up this map nicely. While Boom
Dire's
still
middle tower is under
relegated to
Dire's
jungling.
middle tower has fallen.
And now all of the pressure that you put on this bottom lane, like sure, Aramis and Toby, they're going to try and find Ilias again. Shackles up, move in with a bash and the crush. They should find the Witch Doctor quite simply. There's no rotations coming. I thought maybe Viper and Wind Ranger would come down here, but they are killing Boom in the mid lane instead. Tragedy strikes for the 3rd time.
Dire's middle tower is
Boom,
under
tipping
attack.
GPK. I mean, he has nothing better to do at the moment, just sitting in a fountain, so...
Shackles and a bash. Toby's holding the crush for the very last second, but it means that Epi Kid gets the Phantom Strike out, and now GPK, the rotation in, regen rune being held, and he'll just right-click into Aramis. GPK dominating.
Pop the regen rune, give 2 bottle charges to Phantom Assassin. Like, this feels such a good Viper game. He might actually not finish Road of Athos, might go for Boots of Travel, and it's more of a greedy build. Oh, Toby needs to be careful.
And DM also needs to be careful up top. Skewers into the Roche pit. Does get away from that Void and the Snapfire. And GPK back towards the mid lane. Dire Observer Ward sees... Radiant Observer Ward sees Boom, but Dire sees GPK coming in. So Ember Spirit will be able to dip. Still reasonably close looking at the kill score and the net worth. It's just the fact this Viper is not a hero you can contend with by any means.
And Shad strikes again. Hand of Midas queued up. Just wants to play for the late game. You know, get those levels on Faceless Void.
Seems like the best thing they can do.
Man really loves free gold, free experience.
He really does. Well, it looks like Epi Kid, Mask of Manus there with Empower level 3. Magnus moves into the mid lane, allows Epi Kid to farm jungle, and they've kept Viper down bottom, really alleviating a lot of that strength that Toby and Aramis were bringing down there. Viper strike in onto the Slardar, and they're going to catch him with a cask. Hex and Shackles ready from Aramis, but Toby's already dead. Rotation from Celery not going to really accomplish too much because the catapult wave's here.
This is something that Virtus.pro does really well. You know, they're just maximizing the amount of farm on the map. If you look at their ancient camp, they used 2 sentry wards to just de-ward. There was 1 sentry blocking the ancient camps just to get the stacks going.
Is Boom going to get RP'd here? Jump in from the PA. RP.
Oh, second
fake
one.
pumped it twice. Deary me. Well played by Boom, though. Does get himself out of that. It looked like a for sure death. And he's straight back in towards DM in the mid lane, but PA farming Dire Triangle at this point, while it looks like Celery's trying to stack at the same time.
Also save, just collecting XP on the top lane and stacking both ancient camp and the big camp.
Denied.
That's
Making a move onto Viper.
On Viper.
They're going to catch the GPK. He's got Atos coming out, and he turns the fight into Toby. Down to half HP. The cookie comes, and the shackles are there, but Toby's dying, dropping so fast. He pops the one, and GPK, he's level 9, and he is super tanky. Now the Chrono, though. Toby's caught up inside this. Boom's arrived, and GPK does get the finish off the Celery. The Snapfire's down with bashes from Shad. Secured the 6x kill streak. GPK finally dropping and paying for his sins.
They had to rotate 5 heroes to kill GPK. Use a Chronosphere on top of that. Meanwhile, Phantom Assassin just farming the stacks that Viking made.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, in PA land, what's she got coming?
That's not even her land. She invaded.
Oh, it's hers now.
Radiant's bottom tower
Places her
under
flag
attack.
down in it. Shockwave onto the
Usurper.
maledicted Shadow Shaman. Trying to run away, and they've also got the Shackle catching Shad. GPK finishes him off. Toby slowed down, but sprinting. Ilias can't catch up. He throws the Death Ward in, but not enough damage to finish off Toby. He still had 6-1 charges anyway. Optimistic attempt. Sure. Power shot. Save, gave it a good crack.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Viking, though, fighting back.
How's Boom doing? Like, he's recovering slowly. Ward dropped with the catapult. Snapfire is level 6. They need to bring numbers. Like they need 3-4 heroes to actually defend this Aramis. He's
Change
low on
down to
mana.
GPK, onto Epikid, and then jump straight onto Celery. Try to cookie away, but the Maledict is going to bust through all of the HP remaining. They get the tier 1 and they TP Shadow Shaman out, though.
I mean, not
Seems
too
pretty
bad.
well.
Position 5 for a tier 1 tower on mid.
Dire's structures
Shad just completed
are
his Hand of
fortified.
Midas, just needs to
Radiant
deliver the
structures
recipe.
Are fortified.
But bottom lane, GPK is going to get another tower for himself. Throwing Nether Toxin onto the tower before the creep wave even comes.
Dire's bottom
Not sticking
tower
around.
has fallen.
Looks like he wants to try and take that large stack as well. Not looking awful for Viking, though. They've still got opportunities here with Chrono back up in 30, Snapfire's level 6 now, so the Mortimer's Kisses, you don't even really need the Chrono for it, right? Because you got Shadow Shaman with Shackles.
Yes, you do. And every single time I see PA farming the ancient stacks, like she has Empower, and then Magnus also gets quite a lot of farm. Like he's same farmed as the enemy offlaner.
Yeah, that's Slardar, who's meant to be this kind of lane dominator and getting a good early start and lead. Shadow Shaman wrapping behind and knocked out by Chrono. Snapfire launches the kisses onto GPK, and they brought numbers in again to slay the Viper. The big dragon down, but the trade-off is there. Shad falls as the Death Wall secures the kill on Shadow Shaman. So the 2 for 1, and boom, he's got remnants. He's got a way out of here. Power shot off the mark. Save, again, giving it a good old try.
Dire's middle tower is under
This should be the tower. They have no Chronosphere.
Celery.
Oh, Celery will get fine.
Yeah, the DD in from DM. Let it go to Epikid.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And another secured tier 1 tower.
Lagging a bit, Gary, but
Oh dear.
probably because you said something stupid, so Discord was like, nah, not today.
I'm not even going to bother transmitting his garbage. Shut him up.
Maybe I'm
Dire's
lagging,
top
but
tower
you were
is
pretty
under
robotic
attack.
to me. Let's check my ping, 40 ping. Everything seems okay. So I'll be just solo casting this one. Save on the bottom. Yeah, this Slaughter definitely not getting out of this one. Road of Atos plus Viper slowing him down. Should be more than enough. Ilias invading territory pretty deep, but gets the cask plus Maledict. Oh, Boom needs to be careful. Phantom Assassin. Oh, just a casual RP on your position 5. Fist's Void. Time dilation. Needs to back. Oh, they're gonna go on him. Like, Blink Strike. He actually goes on Boom. Boom. Dropping fairly low. Epic Kid. Kind of low on armor, but the Death Ward. One more tick. It's all it needs. And he finishes him off with that dagger. Trapped. With the wards, like Virtus Pro right now, just the
Well, I
completely
can't heal the
dominating
cost.
the map.
We're having some problems.
What do you think about this, Gary? You have nothing to say, right? Because you are still disconnected. Viper to go back to his item. Finishing Road of Atos, casual Arcane Boots because he consumes so much mana. Now going back to the Lotus Orb. Like it's,
right.
Yeah. Welcome back, Gary.
Thanks. Yeah, for some reason, one room in the same server is like no connection. The other room is like, yeah, it's perfectly fine.
I mean, I just showed the world my play-by-play, so...
Sick.
For the next DPC season, a couple of casters should be afraid, because I'm that versatile. Just kidding, it was pretty garbage, but welcome back to the game. So, yeah. If you don't know what happened, Virtus Pro, oh, Shad, not again.
What's he done?
He died.
Oh dear. Well, he's got the Iron Talon, Hand of Midas, he's farming creeps. Look it up there. A PA with 9,000 net worth though, Mom, Deso. When is it Roche time for VP? It feels like they can literally just walk into the pit and do it while Chrono's potentially down. Oh, Shad's got it back up.
Scan, connect, so they think there's a bunch of them, but they're actually inside the pit, and here's your answer, Gary. I don't think they're gonna take this fight. Shad, like, look at the vision from Virtus.
Yeah, the Radiant Observer wards all over the place. They see everything. Actually moving out of the Roche pit now.
Blink Dagger on Slardar, ready? Okay,
Smoke coming in.
Not heavily committing.
Under attack.
Save on the high ground, pops the smoke, sees them all, initiation in, Toby blinks, gets the stun, the catch on Wind Ranger, but she's got Wind Run. Tries to sprint away, and now in comes the Skewer with an RP play. DM's there with the cleaves coming through, Epic Kid with a double kill. Mortimer's Kiss is landing from Snapfire, long range artillery, but GPK on a killing spree, and Viking just falling apart at the seams. 4 heroes for the price of 1, and now it's easy Roshan time.
Yeah, even if that fight was like close, Wind Ranger has a buyback, would gladly use it. GPK is just a monster on Viper at the moment.
I think so.
Yeah, beastly performance from GPK. 10-2-0. Not a single assist. He's just like, all of the kills are mine. Disgusting Viper pickers. Boom. Phase drums back into the mid lane. He's pretty speedy. I don't know if he can run from the demons of Virtus Pro, as Roshan and Aegis grabbed up by the Phantom Assassin. And DM's also halfway towards Blink after Arcane's mech, 16 minutes in. Celery, I think they know he's up here. They saw him a second ago. GPK is trying to close him off at the pass. They won't find him. Hidden very well in the trees.
Cut the trees with. Meanwhile, Epic Kid is casually deleting Aramis.
Absolutely removed. And Boom and Toby are still lurking around in the mid lane, maybe thinking about going on save. Just trying to cut waves instead. Celery's out of there from the top lane. And VP come back in, converging towards that tier 2. Dragon Scale for the Phantom Assassin, going to help burn through that tower's HP.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They will take the outpost, go mid, take the tower. Phantom Assassin already on the bottom lane. Faceless Void needs to be careful.
He sure does.
Oh, if he shows, he's dead. Like, Wind Ranger has a good angle.
Shackle shot, not coming fast enough. They don't catch Shad. He's going to TP away.
Radiant's bottom
We still need to see this Chrono with Mortimer's Kisses. They're both ready. I would love to see Viking just try and put their foot down a little bit and say, hey, you come into our jungle, we are going to cast our ultis on you.
From above.
They spot out the Snapfire. Shockwave connects. Keep the Dire Vision going as Rod of Atos is there. Now, the big Chrono. 2 men caught inside with the Kisses landing. It's a good play from Viking. Holding onto their high ground, defending their base. And the mech and the heal. GPK finished off by Boom with the DD rune. Shad very low, burning down to the Maledict, and he does tick out. The Chakra Shot catches 2 from Save, and he power shots through for an Epic Kid monster kill. Toby slain by the Wind Ranger, and Boom, what's he gonna do? He's got a double damage rune, but he's got no teammates to play with.
Yeah, Magnus was forced to use mech there to keep them alive and did not have enough mana for no Skewer, no RP. So that's why this fight seemed a bit closer. Wind Ranger looking for the shackle angle. Now he goes on celery. That's an easy one.
Godlike PA 905. Epikid just run away with this. He's got himself.
They want to go more. Shackle,
Yeah.
dodged.
It's still going to jump him though. Remnant, boom, gets a little bit of distance. Epikid, kind of desperate for this one if he can finish him off. The casual Sange on the Phantom Assassin. Oh,
It could
boy.
be just, you know, Heaven's Halberd could be just a
Dire's
casual
middle
Sange
tower is
for
under attack.
extra HP, extra status resistance, and heal amplification that you have with Mask of Madness.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to buy BKB right now. I just want to tank up for when you do catch me in Chrono. A play towards the Witch Doctor, but a nice Maledict Skewer forces Remnant back.
Dire's bottom tower.
Even a
is
Veil
under
up on that
attack.
Ember Spirit too. But he's got Flame Guard to tank himself up. And Viking, without Chrono for a minute, just doesn't feel like they have any real ways to kick off a fight.
Look at this smoke.
Where are they going?
And connects.
They saw him.
They know he's there, so he's just gonna RP blindly.
Hell yeah. That's just destroyed Boom. Easy tier 2 for VP now if they want to. But look at Save. He's still smoked up and he's actually wrapped around quite deep. Hexed. Zapped by the Ether Shock. No follow-up from anybody. Viking very afraid of what's lurking over the high ground there.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Full BKB on Phantom Assassin, kinda okay with the item build, because Aegis will expire in less than a minute, and you want to keep the pressure going, so you don't have to worry about the Shadow Shaman. He goes in, oh my god, he almost kills him.
Radiant's courier.
Dagger will do.
He's gonna get jumped and power shotted.
Yeah.
Dire's middle barracks
Easy
are under
peasy.
attack.
It's just a lane of barracks. There's nothing there Viking can do. Like, yes, you've got Chrono, you've got Mortimer's Kisses. One more fight might just be all they have up their sleeve right now. Melee, Rax, falls. Shad, standing by his throne.
Dire's
Not even going
middle
to try and
barracks
defend it.
has
Waiting for
fallen.
VP to make another misstep.
Radiant's top tower.
Say
is under
another miss.
attack.
Trying to make any misstep.
This is pretty clean executed game so far from Virtus Pro. Not too many mistakes made. Like, where's this old gold coming from? That's a full BKB. Oh, Phantom Assassin Courier died once again. So
Really?
she's not gonna have BKB for another 2 minutes.
Stuck with the Sange.
Got killed
Here comes Viking.
twice in a row.
They're going to try and raid the shores of Virtus Pro. See if they can go pillage some high ground and triangles.
This is actually a good time for Viking to take a fight, because there's 4,000 gold on Phantom Assassin missing.
Pretty good spot to be in. But they won't find anybody. They come down into this Radiant jungle. VP have kind of moved up to the northern side of this mid lane. PA, all blurred up, empowered as well. The Rod of Atos dodged out by Boom, and now the Kisses with the Chrono landing on GPK. He's tanky, but he can't withstand that kind of power as the RP comes through. They've tried to blow up Shad. Save jumps forward aggressively. They've got a Shackle shot and a Shackles there. Toby down and GPK with DM both traded back. It's a good play in from Viking, but it's still Epikid beyond godlike and annihilating every other member of them. Remnants out from the Ember Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They
is
do
under
have a
attack.
cask coming. If they can only close the gap, and there's the blink. Another nice play by Boom.
It's tough. I mean, Viper dies. Yeah, he's tanky, but can't tank all that damage inside the Chronosphere.
Radiant
He might
structures
also
are
start. I see
fortified.
Aghanim Scepter queued up, but I don't know how you can save yourself. Maybe you can try to save people with the Ethereal Blade, but then again, you're
Radiant's bottom tower has
giving a
fallen.
free damage from Mortimer's Kisses. This is the combo that the Viking wants to use. I mean, if this was stops, I'm pretty sure that would be an E-Blade no matter what.
Oh, for a second there, I was wondering why the hell Magnus has a Basher.
Basher,
But
I
it
was like,
belongs to Epikid.
His career is constantly
Shackle
dead.
shot finds Aramis. Shad's come in with a time dilation, a blink away from save, and the RP fake pump is going to catch in onto Shad now. They've got the stuns they need, but where's the damage? It's lacking because Epikid's been shackled up by Aramis, held in place, and the PA is about to die. Epi is about to die. Epi's about to die, but still stays alive. Comes in with a crit up to the void. He survived.
Not today.
The Lotus Orb's under the Magnus now. Yes, you got the Hex up on him, but stuck on the high ground is the Hex turnaround onto Aramis. Celery stuck now, trapped in between them all, and a triple kill for Epikid, as I really thought they dispatched with a PA, but it wasn't to be. Down goes the Shadow Shaman, being melted by the toxins of this Viper, and an ultra kill for Epikid, only removed away from the rampage because of GPK.
I mean, it could have been a bit of a different fight if they managed to bring down the Phantom Assassin, but she blinks in, gets a couple of crits, life steals. Like, her basher was delivered before the BKB that she bought like 6-7 minutes ago, and still has 2,000 gold on top of that.
Dire's middle tower.
Incredibly farmed.
Dire's top barracks.
She's doubling up on the net worth of the Void. And now they go back in towards Aramis. The kisses towards Epikid, but now the BKB comes into play, and Shad nearly gets annihilated by that PA. Facing off against Boom, but Phantom striking back to the safety of her squad. Good slight chains and the crush from Toby. Take down the Witch Doctor, Ilias falls, and GPK trying to fight within his own Nether Toxin, but the cookie's there. They've got the melee barracks, but they've got to try and get away from this, as Toby being focused by that fire from the Wind Ranger, but Shad with Boom holding onto their base with everything they've got.
Could have blinked away, but wanted to go maybe for a kill. Still, I'd say okay fight for Viking, where they managed to kill 3 guys, still lost the melee barrack, so not that great, but have to stay positive considering the situation they're in right now.
Stay positive. Positive attitude. Don't know if you can do that with a PA on the enemy team, being a Phantom Assassin. Now with an Abyssal Blade coming. Jeez Louise, 20,000 net worth. Roshan alive in 28 seconds. Chrono with kisses, not ready. 40 seconds for the ulti of Celery. Boom scouts out Magnus though, and they do make a play forward, but look at the jump in, the Abyssal Blade, the stuns, the catch is there. Well done with an RP dodge from the Illusion Rune. Boom makes a play, but it's just not enough. He's bloody dead anyway.
It looked like he dodged it, but didn't.
Oh, did the RP still... I thought he dodged the RP and it got stunned by like a cask or something.
Oh,
maybe the RP did
that
land.
was it. Because
I don't know, it's getting late, man. I can't tell anymore.
I was just checking out the crits from Phantom Assassin. Can't say for sure that they're pretty high.
Dire's top barracks.
Pretty damn high
Still
indeed.
chasing.
Celery, TPing home.
That's a good place. Wow.
Really great spot. Roshan's up now, though, for Virtus Pro. 2 Viking core heroes dead, so easy Aegis cheese. Mid lane all gone, top lane Malarex down, Ranger Axe on 200 HP. This feels like the door's opening towards endgame, and Viking have probably only got maybe 1-2 fights left in them. If there's is there buybacks anywhere? Nobody's got any buybacks.
I don't know if you noticed, Gary, but the Wind Ranger has Mask of Madness.
Song has
What?
to the radiant.
That's a meme.
That's a meme for sure.
Meme of madness. I need more attack speed on Wind Ranger because focus fire isn't enough. Save says sorry. Celery taking out a little stack for himself. And then dying for it. Get out of here.
You are so damn dead.
So Phantom Assassin 0 deaths, 19, 0, and 7. VP is just on another level.
When they can jump, are they jumping GPK? That's a Dagon, Cheese, Lotus Orb, Rod of Atos, Viper. Okay, Blink Crush, Serpent Wards, Shackles. They're doing it. They're killing him. They've got GPK. They take down a core hero. But the rest of VP are coming forward. The cavalry's arriving now. Viking in a spot of bother as DM does catch Toby with a shockwave. Blink back into the trees. DM with the skewer. It's ready now. Oh, doesn't quite catch him. Both Viking heroes escape. Really nice, swift maneuver.
Phantom Assassin's like, I don't need this Sange at all. So I'm just gonna keep it in the backpack.
Not even going to sell it. Going satanic next as well. Oh, baby. Viking. Drastic
Dire's
measures
top barracks
are
under
required.
attack.
Kisses,
Dire's top
Chrono,
barracks has fallen.
but no Serpent Wards. Top lane, destroyed. They have to deal with these lanes, but they also need to make a real desperate move out of the base to find a fight somewhere.
Now, good thing for Viking is you know from which angle they're gonna enter. Like, you lost 2 set of Raxes, so you kind of know where they're gonna go.
I mean, it should be that bottom lane. Oh, celery.
Dire's bottom tower is
Oh,
under
okay.
attack.
PA doesn't want the free kill. Instead, focusing on objectives. VP, it is bedtime.
Dire's bottom
I want to
tower
put this one,
has fallen.
tuck it in. Get to sleep. Tier 3 tower now opens up for them, and there's Epi Kid straight back onto the high ground. Backup plans of Aegis and BKB, as well as this Blink RP of Magnus, who is smoked up and ready to make the jump. They're pinging onto Boom, and they might make that play. Abyssal Blade there, Shockwave as well. The Toby Slardar makes the play in towards Ilias and DM, and now
Get close.
the
That's
Chrono.
maledicted Ember.
Shad, he's got the jump. So, Mormons Kisses, they're coming in. It's just not enough damage. They've killed off DM, but this PA is still running rampant. The buyback from the Witch Doctor and Shad caught up inside the Rod of Atos. Epi Kid.
Got him.
They're jumping again. Down you go.
I was waiting to use this Shadkle,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
you know, but they were focusing Ember Spirit most of the time with it, so finally they get him. Thank you for that.
Are fortified.
And the Assassin shoots in with the Lotus Orb.
Very deep. Still has Aegis though, so Epi Kid not really minding too much as he slays the Celery Snapfire. Time walk away from Shad, but the Phantom Strike is back in again. The Shackles, the Long Tongue of Law.
Yeah, licking
The
them, yeah.
chameleon. Oh, he sure does. And now PA a little deep. The Hex comes from Aramis, but there's no damage to really follow through. Shackles, again, landing it onto the PA, and Shad trying to make the move forward, but the Phantom Strike back and the blur's there. Epi Kid retreats while Boom, he has respawned, returned to battle. Moves forward with the chains, catching the Witch Doctor. Epi Kid and GPK, really the 2 last bastions of defense, but they still have DM with a Blink RP. He's actually TP to top outpost, and he's running back across the map.
And Phantom Assassin, full HP, full mana, just hit level 25, 100% extra coup de grace. Oh,
Hex again. Oh, but the Lotus Orb, Abyssal Blade, in we come with a DM, Magnus, trying to, okay, RP the ground, I guess, but it looks like Boom has been zapped down by the Dagon of GPK. Shad into Fountain, Celery hiding away in there as well, and Virtus Pro are playing with their food.
this is it, Gary. I believe it is time to call it. Mega creeps. You have no buyback on the Ember Spirit. It's just a rough one. And there it is.
GG.
Double G's dropped. Yeah,
A 2-0
Dire's
victory.
middle tower has fallen.
mid lane was a disaster. GPK got too much out of it. Like, they